everyone, and thank you for watching. So I'm back with the first impression / review on this product right here, and it's the Koh Gen Do. I hope that's the right pronunciation for it. So it's the Koh Gen Do Aqua Foundation, and I did purchase this from Sephora.com. It retails for, sorry, I'm just looking at my screen. It retails for $62. Now I do live in the UK, so obviously in pounds, if you convert it, it would be a different amount, but I'm not bothered to convert it right now. So yeah, it retails for $62. As I said, I got it from Sephora.com, so I believe this is the US version. I'm not sure because we don't have Sephora here in the UK, so, you know, I believe there was a Sephora like years ago, but not anymore. I don't know, I never been to one in the UK, but I'm happy I could purchase stuff from it, you know, because I love makeup, so it has like a lot of brands and stuff that I want to try. But anyway, I saw everyone raving about this foundation. Not really everyone, but you know what I mean. A lot of videos on YouTube, like people using this foundation and stuff, and they were saying it's so good. So I decided to purchase one for myself and see how it goes. Now, this is a pricey foundation. It's $62. I mean, it is pricey. So I do expect this to be, you know, a good lasting product, but I'm just gonna go ahead and read what it says like on the back of the packaging, and also read some details from the Sephora website so you guys know, and then I'm gonna get into the application and all that stuff. So I did purchase mine in shade 213. I did go onto the Temptalia, I believe, Temptalia something website. I will leave a link to it down below where you can check your foundation, like your foundation shade. I am, like, my favorite, my go-to foundation is the Too Faced Born This Way, and I'm shade light beige, so it came up, like, when I was searching for this one, it came up with 213, so that's where I got my shade, and I hope it's the right shade. So I'm just gonna read what it says on the back, and it says, sheer luminous finish that diffuses appearance of pores and imperfections. Now, I do understand that this is a light coverage foundation, so I'm not gonna expect it to be, you know, all that cake on full mask of full coverage, you know what I mean. I love full coverage, but I also like sheer coverage from time to time. And also, what it says, that diffuses appearance of pores. I do have pores in here, like a few pores in here, so we are gonna see how it's gonna, you know, like make them disappear, kind of. And also imperfections. Now, I don't think, oh, I have a few breakouts in here, like they're just starting to come through, but they're not, like, you know what I mean. But I also have like discoloration in here. I don't know if you can see it, and my skin is normal, but it's slightly dry sometimes, and I don't know why, because usually in summer it's not this dry, but this part, like from like under my nose downward, is just peeling off, and then you can see like the discoloration and stuff, and literally if I don't apply cream it just peels off, and it's so annoying. But yeah, I just applied cream on my face like probably half an hour ago, and my skin is like shiny because of the cream, because the cream, it's very greasy, but not in a bad way. I have a skincare routine if you guys are interested to see it, but anyway, I'm rambling so much. I feel like I'm talking so much in this video. But yeah, I just applied cream just to prevent my skin not peeling off. And also we're gonna see, since I have this dry patches around here, we're gonna see how it lasts with dry patches and if it's gonna make them stand out. So for application, it says take 1 or 2 pumps and apply evenly from center of face outward. Reapply for areas requiring more coverage. Setting powder is optional and not required, but I will still use at least a tiny bit of setting powder. I mean, I will just do this, like I will use this foundation how I would normally use it when I do my makeup. I know some of you might not use powder or whatever, but this is what I personally do on me, so I'm testing this on myself to see, you know, how it reacts with me. I'm not gonna go crazy with powder, but just a tiny bit. It's a hot day outside and I'm gonna go out afterwards, so, you know, I want to prevent it and set my foundation as I usually do. For best results, use makeup color base first to help correct the appearance of skin imperfections and for longer foundation wear. Now, I'm not gonna like color correct or anything, just because I want to see how this foundation is, like how the coverage is. I know it's gonna be like light probably, but just for me to see, I don't want to apply anything. And now I'm going to the Sephora website, and I just want to read a few things. So it says what it is: a high definition long wearing mineral foundation. So as I said, this is probably going to be like a very sheer coverage, but it's high definition and long wearing, so I am going to expect this to last pretty well. And then it says what it does: formulated with minerals from the deep waters of Bretagne, I don't know how to pronounce that, and botanical emollients and extracts. This, sorry, I had to this conditioning this skin oh my god, this skin conditioning foundation smooths and covers imperfections while feeling weightless and comfortable. I can't pronounce that word. Comfortable, whatever, you guys get idea. So yeah, let's see how it is. I mean, even if it's a sheer coverage, it says that it's going to hide imperfections and smooths them, so we'll see how that goes. It's not formulated with paraben, sulfates, and phtalates. I can't pronounce that either, but yeah, it doesn't have any of that in. And what else you need to know: they say that this product is cruelty free and does not contain artificial colors, fragrance, or mineral oil. So this is how the actual foundation looks like. I really like the way it looks like. I don't know, it's very cute. I love the fact that it has like red stuff in here, so when you like make it sit down, you can see like this as a red part. I don't know, I really like it. It just says the logo here, Aqua foundation, and then Koh Gen Do in here, and high definition makeup. It doesn't have any writing on the packaging. All the writing that it has, it's on the box, like this is ingredients, and then this is what I read before, and warnings. Discontinue use if signs of irritation develops. Keep away from high humidity and exposure to direct sunlight. So probably it's not having SPF or anything. I'm not gonna use, like, my cream doesn't have SPF or anything, but anyway, I feel like I chatted so much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open this. It has a pump, which is great. I love pumps. I mean, I find it very hygienic. And yeah, I don't know how many milliliters this has. 30 milliliters. Now, I'm not sure if each foundation has 30 milliliters. Oh, it does. Even the Too Faced Born This Way still has 30 milliliters, so I guess it's like the same amount. So I think this is all I have to say for the packaging. Like, I like the packaging, to be honest. It looks very, I don't know, I never had a foundation that looked like this, so I'm excited about it. And now I'm just gonna pour a bit. Ooh, there's hair. I'm just gonna pour a bit, this hair. I'm just gonna pour a bit on the back of my hand. I think I'm gonna go with 2 pumps. Okay, that wasn't even a pump, but it's not really coming through. Okay, there you go. I think because it's new, so obviously you have to press it a few times. This is the consistency. It's quite runny, as you can see, like, yeah. It feels very creamy and like smooth. I won't say it's super liquidy, but you could see it running down my hand. Okay, so I'm just gonna start applying this. I didn't use any primer just because I want to see how it covers the pores. Usually I would use a primer to like cover the pores, but I want to see how well it does in covering pores and stuff. And I know a primer would also make this foundation last longer, but I'm also gonna use setting powder, which that's gonna help it a bit, so I kind of want to see, you know. I am going to use a brush just to buff this all over, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender on top just for like a smoother application. But the brush I'm using right now is from Jessup, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this. This is very sheer. Like, this is probably one of the like least coverage foundations I've ever tried. I like the way it blends. Like, it blends very easily. It feels like a moisturizer. Like, that's how quickly it blends, in my opinion. I really like the finish of it. Like, it's very, very, very natural. Like, it's just like my skin, you know what I mean? It's just a little tiny bit of coverage on top of my skin. So yeah, this is for like, this is super natural. Like, this is super natural. Now with just one layer, I can see like in here where I had the little pump, like little spots that are gonna come through, like you can still see it. I don't know how you can see it on camera, but like I can see it it's not reddish or anything like that. You can just see the bumps of it kind of. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply one more layer just to see how it builds up as well. Now I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just tap this on top. Okay, so now that is all applied and everything, I do really like the finish of it. Like, it's just like my skin on top of my skin, but like a bit better, you know what I mean? Obviously it won't give you like a full coverage, so this is normal. Like, I do like it. On my dry patches in here, like, because I applied cream, they're not picking through, but you can still see like a bit of dryness, which is not like, it's not patchy. It's just because I think of the discoloration, like, you know what I mean? Let me just zoom in so you guys can see. So this is how it looks zoomed in. As you can see on the discoloration parts, like, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but like, it's not dry, it's just the dry skin. Like, my skin is not dry now because I moisturized it, so it feels like the rest of my skin. But I think it's just because of like the darkness in here that like, it just shows a bit weird. But obviously I don't mind, like, I can deal with this. It's nothing to do with the foundation, it's my skin, you know what I mean? Obviously any foundation, like even the Too Faced Born This Way, you guys know I love that foundation and it does cover it a bit better. But if my skin is just going to peel off, that's how my skin condition is at the moment. So it's not like it's just dry and it brings out like the dry patches. It's just like, it's weird. About the shade, like, I don't know what to think about it, because like on camera, like, you can see a difference between my face and my neck, but I guess it's just the ring light with the luminosity. But like, if I look in, you know, in like normal light, it's the same. So I believe it's just the ring light. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup and then I'll get back to you. So this is my completed makeup. I did apply under eye concealer and, you know, all that stuff on my face. I applied under eye concealer, I did set that with powder, and then with whatever was like under my eyes, I took it all over my face, you know, like when you try to bake, but I didn't bake for long, I just let it sit there for like 1 or 2 minutes, and all that was left on the brush, I just dabbed it all over my face. So, you know, I mean, it's a very sheer coverage foundation, so I didn't want to go and apply a lot of powder because it's pointless in my opinion. If you do that, that's, you know, you do you, girl, you do whatever. But I do, in my opinion, think that if it's a very sheer coverage foundation and you cake it on with powder, then it's just gonna like look caked up, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I just didn't want to risk it, so I just applied a tiny amount and it's still set. I mean, I don't see myself applying more powder than this on a sheer coverage foundation, just because it will, like, I feel like it would make it look too weird. But I do like the finish. About pores, like, I can still see some of my pores because it does say it's gonna blur them, and it did, some of them, but some of them are still visible. Like, it didn't make them completely disappear, you know what I mean? Like, you can still see it. I like it because it's a very natural finish. And yeah, like, I do like the finish of it. Like, it's still flawless even though it's very sheer. Now, because I have like dramatic, not really dramatic, but you know, like eyelashes and winged eyeliner and all that stuff going on, it might make it look like it's kind of a dramatic makeup, but it's not. Like, I believe this is a very good foundation when you're not butter and you just want to look very flawless, and apply like that foundation on and a bit of powder, bronzer, blush, and a bit of mascara, and like, you're good to go, you know what I mean? So it was 12:30 when I started applying my makeup, and now that I finished, it's 1:30, so I'll just take it from 1:30. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue the rest of my day, and I'll be back to share with you the results. Alright guys, so it's currently 4 o'clock. I have finished this makeup. Like you guys know, the last update I gave you, it was 1:30, so it has been a few hours. I am really liking the results so far. I decided to take my smaller camera with me just because I wanted to give you some updates in like natural lighting. That's the reason why I'm in my bathroom right now. And also I'm going out later on, like in a bit, in probably like half an hour, so not out but like outside the house. So in case I'm not gonna make it home like early or whatever, I'm just gonna, you know, have my smaller camera with me and give you updates throughout the day and stuff. But I'm really liking the way this foundation makes my skin look. As I said, it's like very natural, but I do like it. Like even on my pores, like you can't see it, obviously, as I said before, it doesn't cover all of them, but if I look close in the mirror I can still see some of them. But I do feel like it gives me like a smooth finish. And what else? Oh yeah, around my nose, like around here, I can see like it built it up a bit. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but that is normal with me and foundation, so I'm not like really taking that into consideration, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's all I can say so far. I'm gonna take this camera with me all around, so in case I notice anything, or probably in a few hours, I'll just give you another update. Again guys, so it's 8:30, kind of around 8:30 anyway. So I've been wearing this foundation for like around 7 hours or so. I mean, I applied it at 12:30, as I said this in every clip, and I finished applying everything on my face at 1:30. So yeah, it's been like 7 or so hours. But this is the result so far. I'm having a mirror in front of me. I do really like the finish, like excuse my lips and everything, but I've been literally walking for more than 2 hours today, and I've been sweating and all that stuff, and I like the way my face looks. Like there's nothing wrong with my face. Like I don't see any like it didn't come off anywhere apart from like here. But you guys know, I've said this in the previous clip as well where I was checking it out, like it just divides in here. But as I said, this is normal with me with other foundations and stuff as well. But apart from that, I really like it. The things that I was saying this morning about this is just like my skin discoloration. So obviously if I will apply like color correcting and stuff, like probably an orange concealer, and apply the foundation on top, that won't be a problem. But it didn't actually come out as dry. Like I don't see the patches coming out dry, you know what I mean. Like my skin is smooth and my skin didn't peel off today. It can probably be the moisturizer, but again, it didn't come through, or it's not showing through the foundation. So I don't know, I just really like it. I really do. But yeah, the only thing is like on my nose, like around here, but that's it. I can deal with that. I do like this. And yeah, like I don't see my face oily or anything like that. As I said, I did sweat a lot, but you can't really see that through the foundation. I don't know what's on my nose in here. Like it's probably from the contouring, or my hands were dirty and I touched my face or whatever. But my makeup, I feel like my makeup is still in place. It didn't come off at anything from what I see right now. I'm using this little tiny mirror, but yeah, from what I'm seeing in my mirror so far, I really like it. So I'll give you an update guys later on today. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's currently 12 o'clock kind of, so I've been wearing this makeup for about 10 hours or so. I don't know if you can see it. It is a bit shiny like around here, but it was a very hot day, and if I like stay in here, it just went very dark, but if I stay in like the normal room light, it looks fine, it looks matte or whatever. But as soon as I move to the ring light, it goes like, you know, I can see like me being a bit shiny. So it's also the ring light and me being a bit sweaty around here, but you can't see this into the normal light, like the normal room light. Like the coverage, because it's not all of that, you know, but it's very sheer and you can definitely build it up. As it's very sheer, I don't think you can make this a super intense full coverage like the NARS Sheer Glow, you know what I mean. But you can definitely make this like a medium coverage, which is great. I am very pleased with the results of this foundation, and I'm really amazed by how it lasted on my skin. I'm very happy with the result. I am still gonna, you know, wear it a few more times in order to have that full review on it, but so far, by the first time wearing it and like as my first impression, I am in love with the foundation. So yes, this is it. This was my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.